welcome to the video. So you want to learn how to hunt animals to get food and survive in DayZ. Well, this video has you covered. We're going to go into a deep dive on different ways of dealing with animals and what guns you will need for hunting. Now, the first step will definitely be downloading iSurvive or using it on Google. Very important. I'll put a link in the description for the app on mobile, but you can still use it on Google. And what this allows you to do is it then allows you to see different spawns for animals and where to find them. So it's very important for your hunting trip to know where animals are, and it can avoid other animals such as wolves and bears as well on your trip in the woods. Now, in terms of weaponry, if you've just spawned in and you need to sort out your food situation and you want to go hunting, the most likely guns you'll find will be things like BK-18s, SSGs and repeater carbines. For these types of guns, it's very important to go for headshots only, and I will go in further detail on why getting headshots on animals is very important when hunting. And if you don't get a headshot, then here is an example of what can happen. Okay, so for this next part of the video, we're going to talk about the tools you can use to cut up animals, and people often think the hunting knife is the best knife, but it actually doesn't matter what tool you need. So here, we're going to headshot this steer, and the second one, we're going to spray down without a headshot, as you guys can see. Now, we're now going to swap to the hunting knife in a second here, for the one I've just sprayed. Remember that, the hunting knife is the one I've just sprayed. We're going to cut this one up. Boom, everything looks normal, but now we're going to switch to a stone knife, the worst knife in the game, and cut the one that we just headshotted, and you're going to see the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me just get in a position so you get an accurate representation. Look at that, that's a stone knife, ladies and gentlemen. That amount of meat, that's enough to feed a full 3 players, and that is the amount with a hunting knife there with the one we sprayed. So it doesn't matter what tool you use, any knife will do. So you can craft a bone knife, craft a stone knife, it doesn't matter. As you guys can see there, that's a full amount, and the previous one with the hunting is much less. Guys, so here we have a wolf. All I've got is a knife right now, and as you guys can see, I'm going to try and unrun it. Hopefully it aggroes to me. Yeah, it's aggroed now. As you guys can see, I'm running full pelt. I'm going to run out of stam here in a second. Boom. You can outrun wolves unless you know there is a house nearby. That's your only option. And obviously meleeing, they run away from you. It's very difficult. Obviously you're limited on stam. And if there's a pack of them, you're not going to be able to kill all of them with a melee weapon unless you're very persistent. As you can see, it takes a lot of hits. So that is why you do need a weapon to deal with wolves, and that is one of the dangers of hunting in the woods. I'm not gonna shoot this puppy because I love wolves, bro. Little Donnie, I'll leave him to it. Now, if you're an absolute maniac and you want to take on a bear, or you need to deal with one out in the woods, this is how you're gonna do it. Let's go. Let's jump in. Have any automatics or any decent guns to take this on, and you're in the woods and there's no buildings nearby. You genuinely only have one option at this point, is to not attack the bear at all and let it do its thing. Here we go. Recommend going prone, instantly go uncon, and now you just hope for the best. The key here is not to attack the bear, because if you do any damage to it, then it ups the percentage of it killing you. So that's why you sit tight. I can't guarantee this will save you. As you guys can see in this example, first time trying this, I'm still alive. We're up. First thing you want to do, figure out where it is. Do not sprint, because it will be nearby. I don't have any bandages on me, but that's okay. I don't know where it's gone, but we are going to move as far away. We haven't had any audio prompt where it is. You're going to make sure you don't run back into it or aggro it at all. As you guys can see, my clothes are pristine. He hit me in the head, and then by this point I would be bandaging. We are out of there, surviving the bear. That's how it's done without a gun. It's the only way. Alright, on to actually how you deal with it. Ready? Guns on full auto. I go with the bear. And it's down. And as you guys can see, we still have 9 rounds left in the chamber. Oh good lord. We have 9 shots left in the chamber just to showcase a light mag. We have another one coming in now. Okay, he's coming. We only have 10 rounds left in the gun. We want to make sure they count. And we just survived. So if you can get all of your shots off with an automatic weapon, 10 rounds is all you need. And those, I think, were straight headshots here, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a very important aspect there. Just 10 rounds and we are completely empty on our gun there. So you need to make sure you're hitting your shots, and the automatic is the way to deal with bears. That's all you really need there. I was quite surprised on how many rounds that took to kill it that fast. But as long as you're landing your hits, as long as you're getting your headshots, the bear is dealable with. But if you do have a bolt action sniper, it's not going to end well for you. For example, I'm not going to be able to get 10 shots of an SSG before it catches up to me. You know what I mean? It's just not happening. Alright, so that would be how you deal with it. The other way to deal with it would be to run into a house and then maybe slowly tap it that way. Okay, let's showcase how to build a fire right quick. Okay, so what we want to do is all we need to do is find a tree and a bush. First, let's head to a tree. Now what I want you to do is you need to gather 2 pieces of bark. Has to be 2, only 2, no more, no less. Split that, so you have 1 piece and 1 piece. And then obviously if you have a packet of ammo, or you have a packet of nails, or you have a rag on you that you had previously, you don't need anymore. Go ahead and use that, or that means you would only need 1 piece of bark if you had that. And then what you need is, you want to take all the sticks from that 1 bush you cut down. You don't want to damage your knife too much, because you'll be using it later for cutting up animals and things like that. Then all you want to do is you want to come inside. Here we have the smallest one here. Very simple, very simple. And obviously we've got our 2 pieces of bark. So first off, let's crack this open, place in there. Now we have this prompt for the fire. Then you want to put 1 piece of bark in there. Then we have 1 stick left over. Make sure you have 1 stick left over. Combine, not the first one. Make sure it's not the first one. We're going to scroll down. Now I'm on PC, scroll down. Then we're going to do the prompt for the drill kit. And the drill kit, here we go. Boom. And if you have a lot of food to cook, I would recommend just get possibly 2 more sticks would do the trick. And then light that, and you're off. A couple of things before we move on to the end of the video. I do want to just say, if you have matches or a lighter that is wet in your inventory that's been raining, it's not going to work. And that is just an extra tip I'll throw in there. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video. This was a quick one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you learned something from this on how to get food in DayZ. So I will catch you in the next one. We have more videos in the works, more adventure style videos, lots we're working on. So stay tuned, hit the sub, and let me know what you thought of this video. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.